not sure if you can see anything on here because I can't see my screen. But basically, here's what we left off last time. We just put on one piece of carapace. I've been trying to line these up, and I want it to kind of curve down more like this. And what I've noticed is that I'm going to have to cut off these front pieces here in order to get the angle that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to clip those off. And hopefully I'm not going to clip off too much. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of want to make it like a straight line through here. If you notice on these other pieces of carapace, you can't see any of the piece that sticks out underneath the next piece. So, like with this piece here, you can't see any of it sticking out up here. So that's what I want to do with this piece too. Let's cut off these hook ends here. That's what it's going to look like there. Now it looks like I'm mutilating this, but I assure you it's for a purpose. That looks about good right there. This is going to go on just like that. So we've got this piece ready. I'm going to green stuff it on in just a bit. I just remembered that we're going to be filling in these gaps here. We're going to be filling in all these gaps. Let me see if I get that. I just remembered that that I've got to fill in all of these two pieces here. So I'm going to do that with this green stuff first.
You listen here, Miss Jackson.
Are you for real?
Your grandchild is a baby, not a paycheck.
Okay, this is what we've got so far for that. You can see a little bit of the outline still because it sticks up through it. That's fine. You want it up. If anything, you want it to stick up above it than below it because we're going to sand it down and add spines to cover it up. So just kind of fill in the hole there and kind of like pull it off onto the edges to even it out a little bit and make it look more natural. We can go ahead and let this dry while we glue it on. So I'm going to get some more green stuff for that. Okay, so we've got some green stuff and some glue on there. So we're just going to go ahead and stick this on. And you want to make sure that, well, for starters, that it's placed evenly on there. It's not tilted to the side, and that this little hump here needs to be forward far enough that the arm will still be able to move around. You can still pose it. So we're going to pull this forward a little more. I think this is pretty much how I'm going to leave it now. You can see this amount of space between here. Make sure this, you can kind of line up this line here. Make sure that's straight. That's a good way to tell if it's straight or not. And I want to lean it forward just a little bit because, like I said in the picture, its back kind of juts up like that. So, yeah. All right, this green stuff here, the small amount of green stuff that I saved. We're going to use this to fill in just a little bit of gaps underneath those little mandible things we added on. So you're not going to need a very big piece for this. And then I use either an X-Acto knife or a mechanical pencil usually to kind of push it in there and do details, unless you have some actual sculpting tools. I don't have any with me, so. Okay, this is it for the first layer. I'm going to do one small coat to fill in some of the things that got pushed in really far. Do a little more detail when it gets a little harder and sand it down a little bit.